Welcome to the Taf Hub. This is a brand new show brought to you by Taf Africa Global to educate you on real estate business and all the information you need to know about real estate.
After 45 years of construction and real estate development in 8 African countries, it is time to share my experience, and it can only be done in the Taf Hub. We will be inviting experts who will give you facts and the right regulations on real estate development.
Join us every week on our social media platforms for an exciting show. You can also watch us on JRTS TV every Sunday at 8:30 p.m.
For our fellows, you are used to this now. This is our which number are we on now? 8. So we have 2 today, it will be 10. Now we have 3 left after this, and it's 12. We have passion, innovation, and honesty. So 3 left. So we've done 9. Today we've done 7 plus these 2, that'll be 9. But anyway, welcome again to this session, and today we have a lady in front of us. We try to be gender balanced. We've had quite a number of ladies who's been, on this podium talking to you people. And I think they did justice to their topics, and they spoke very well, and they also inspired you. That's the reason why we have asked Madam Njilan Senghor to be here today. Normally what we do in Njilan, we ask you to introduce yourself, because by doing so, you will help inspire these young ones. Very briefly, where you started, what you've done, to where you are. But I'm proud to introduce her because Madam Senghor is the managing director of one of the leading banks in this country, if not the leading bank. That's Trust Bank Gambia Limited. And Madam Senghor started with the bank as financial controller, head of the finances of the bank, and then later she was the deputy managing director, and now she's at the very top. We are quite inspired because I've worked with her. I sat on the board of Trust Bank for 18 years. And as you know, I am a father of 5 girls and with 5 sisters, mashallah. So every time I see a lady who's doing well, I support them. And that's why I've watched Njilan in her development, not only at the bank, but during her professional career. And I will tell you that she will do justice to this topic, and you should not only listen to her, but also look up to her, because it's out of confidence that she was able to find her way to where she is. She has worked on herself, and shown good values of leadership. And that's what you guys are being trained upon. So on that note, Madam Senghor, Madam Jeng, let me stay at Madam Jeng. So you prefer? Yeah. I get you get used to that one. So the podium is yours. You've got these young ones who we're trying to train them in leadership values. And I think they need to listen to, good success stories like yourselves. So the podium is yours.
Thank you very much, Uncle Taf. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to my fellow invited guests. Good afternoon, Uncle Taf and Taf Global Leadership team, rather. I meant. You see, I'm already talking about leaders. And good afternoon to our future leaders. I like to use the word leaders a lot because I think mindset is something that is very, very important. As suggested, I will start by introducing myself. My name is Njilan Senghor. I was born, bred, and educated in this country. I started my career 24 years ago. So my climb up the corporate ladder has been for over 2 decades now. I started as an auditor, Deloitte & Touche. I'm not sure whether you've heard that name before. And then I joined the bank in 2007. So I've been there for 15 years. I started as the general manager for finance and admin. And then I was deputy managing director, and as Uncle Taf said, I am now the managing director. First female managing director, may I add. I am also a married mother of 2, and that is just by the way to show that women can be homemakers as well as career women. I am especially excited today that I see women in this group, because just yesterday, even though I'm not active on social media, I do like to poke my nose in once in a while. And just yesterday, I saw a post by a gentleman who said, Gambian women like to fight only for positions of power. I'm not even sure how he defined positions of power. You will never see them in industries like masonry, and he named a few others. So Uncle Taf, thank you for proving him wrong. I want you to acknowledge how lucky you are. And I want you to appreciate that at this stage in your careers, you are associating yourself with a company and with people who can add value to your growth. I saw this when I came in, core values of leadership. I don't think I ever heard about core values until possibly the last decade. I did not have this opportunity when I was climbing the corporate ladder. So for you to be introduced to core values and going through that list, those 12, you don't need anything other than that to grow your careers. My job here today is to talk about confidence. About a week and a half ago, I think 2 weeks ago, Uncle Taf and I met on this very podium. And as I was leaving, he ran after me and he said, Jilan, I have this program coming up, and I want you to give a talk on confidence. I said, okay. And then I left and I got in my car and I'm like, hang on, did he say confidence? Because I'm not usually exuding confidence, at least that's what I thought. Up to that moment, I thought confidence was about being, an extrovert and loud and being able to speak in public and all the rest of that. And those things don't come easy to me. But then over the past few days, I've been reflecting, and this is what I have realized. I have realized that confidence does not have to be loud. It doesn't, and that's the first lesson you need to learn. Confidence is wide. And I'm not going to talk about all of it because we don't have time. I'm not going to talk about unwarranted confidence. I'm not going to talk about confidence by association. I'm not going to talk about, I've done it before confidence. I'm going to talk about effort will lead me to results confidence, because I think that is the kind of lesson that you need to hear right now. What is confidence? I think when I was coming here, I had hoped that there would be a mic and we could pass it around, because I want this to be as interactive as possible. But in the interest of time and in the absence of a mic, maybe I can just go ahead. Confidence, self-confidence, is quite simply believe in yourself. Believe in your abilities, believe in your skills, believe in your knowledge, and believe that you have the right attitude to go places. That's it. That's a simple definition of confidence. Is it easy? Do you know what it is? Like I said, is it loud? Is it quiet? We will talk about all of those later on. Confidence means that you are self-assured, you are sure of yourself, and you believe in your abilities. If you don't believe in yourself, why should anybody else believe in you? That's the question I want you to ask yourself. Confidence means that internally, when you do your self-assessment, you can give yourself a tap on the back and say, yes, I'm doing a good job. Yes, I can do it. Yes, I am going to go places. If you don't believe that, nobody else will believe it. In this country, and I'm going to say this one in Wolof, because it's my favorite saying in Wolof. There's a saying, and it goes, Kutama di doh di gestu, danu daf ko yomba. And when you keep falling, dogawa ega for them. Have you heard it before? Yeah. So what does that mean? There's a lot going on in our society, especially now in the area, in the days of social media, that can knock your confidence and drag you down if you let it. But if you believe in yourself and you can ignore all the opinions and all the bad vibes around you, if you are fearless, and you know that you are in a room full of academics and all you have is your high school diploma, but you feel confident enough to be able to hold a conversation, then it means you know what you want and you will be able to go after it. What is the behavior of confidence? If you are known to say, I cannot, I don't believe, or you are very critical of yourself, you focus on the negative. If something goes wrong, you are very quick to blame yourself. If something goes right, you are very reluctant to celebrate yourself. Then it means you lack confidence. Confidence is an emotional and a mental state of mind. If you don't have the right mindset, then you will allow everything around you to dictate your efforts. So, what does confidence look like? That's a question that I want to ask you today. If you look at me, if you ask me what my character is, I am an introvert. I am quiet. I don't like to draw attention to myself. But then if I'm in a room full of my peers, I am able to hold my own in a conversation because I have worked on the things that I need to work on to be able to do that. And what are those? It's knowledge. You need to be knowledgeable about your chosen career. And that is why you're in training, right? So that you can develop the knowledge. Isn't it? Yeah. You need to be very skillful. It's not just what is up there, but it's how hard you work. And then you need to have the right attitude. If the attitude is wrong, then knowledge and skills will probably not count for anything. Okay? Confidence also means that you are humble enough to accept a point of view that is different from your own. I'm going to go back to social media these days, but I get scared when I see somebody hiding behind the anonymity of a computer. And they attack and they vilify somebody because that person said or did something that they do not agree with. But that person did. Yeah? The person did. What did you do? So if you don't do, but you're constantly attacking, and you feel that you know it better or you know it all, I'm sorry, that is not confidence. That is cockiness and arrogance. Confidence, like I said, is quiet. But being shy and being quiet and being an introvert does not mean that you do not have enough to keep people captivated or to believe in what you can do. Confidence means that you have the strength to go the entire hog along your journey. You do not have to have the strength to start a journey, but you have to understand that your strength is going to be gained during that journey. So you may fall along the way, you may have obstacles along the way, but you have to keep getting up and you have to keep moving. That is what confidence is. Sometimes it's difficult, it looks like it's insurmountable, but this is what I do. I break my goals into smaller and achievable goals, so that every time I conquer one, it builds my confidence and it gives me the courage to go on to the next one. And when it fails, I see how to go about it, because unless I conquer that one, I cannot move on along my journey. You agree? I want to go back to talk about different types of confidence here, and how sometimes we allow ourselves to be motivated by how other people perceive us. I talked about different types of confidence, and one of those was confidence, unwarranted confidence. Don't you feel that sometimes people believe that they went to a better school than you, or they are from a, in quotes, better background than you, and therefore they should know better? And you feel intimidated by those facts, to the point that they disrespect you, they disrespect what you have to say, and instead of following your plan, you derail and follow them because you think they're already successful. Eleanor Roosevelt said it best: nobody can make you feel inferior without your permission. You should refuse to give anybody permission to make you feel inferior. If you believe in yourself, believe in your abilities, somebody else's journey should not concern you. Not all of us can be the same thing. Not all of us can be in the boardroom. Not all of us can be doctors. Not all of us can be engineers. No matter what career you choose, you have to focus on that and consider it to be a journey for self and not a journey for anybody else. You have to protect yourself from internalizing opinions by other people, because they will only drag you down. Okay? On social media now, I keep referring to social media because it worries me. I have teenage kids, and sometimes they screenshot things and they send it to me, and I worry about what they are learning from that. Confidence is not about being superior to others. It is not about being arrogant. It is not about being cocky. Confidence is natural. And that is why I keep saying confidence is quiet. So the person who makes the most noise or shouts the most, for me, is not confident, because confidence is natural. And talking and screaming at people, is that natural? Is that the normal way to speak at people? So if you cannot be calm and polite and respectful when you talk to people, and you feel the only way that people should hear you is when you scream and shout, then that is unnatural. And that for me is not confidence. So never feel the need to do that. Never feel the need to be critical of other people's opinions. You never know what you will learn. That's why I said confidence is humility. You can be the most educated in the room, but rest assured, when you give yourself an opportunity to listen to what other people have to say, chances are you will learn something that you would not have learned ordinarily. You only have to be humble enough to accept that fact. But if you are like me and you are suffering from, what do we call it? Delusions of grandeur. Sounds like a big word, but we see it a lot. And you feel that I am at a higher status, so I have a better job or I have a better qualification. Why should I listen to somebody else who has less? Then it's unfortunate, but you will lose a lot. Confidence is a journey, one that you have to grow with. And I said earlier that when Uncle Taf told me that I was going to talk about confidence, I wondered if he was trying to use reverse psychology to build me, because that's the role he has played with me all my career. So I thought, yeah, it must be reverse psychology because of all the things that he could have asked me to speak on. Why confidence? But confidence is a journey. And I think I've been on that journey for the last 24 years since I started. 24 years ago, you could not get me on this podium to talk to 2 people in the room, talk less of a room full of people. 24 years ago, you could not get me to do TV interviews or radio interviews. But it is something that I have worked on throughout my career because I understand that in a leadership position, other people will depend on you. They need to hear your story because you never know who, by listening to your story, will be motivated and will find some additional strength in your journey to be able to deliver the same. So don't feel that you have to have all of the confidence that you need to achieve a certain level of growth. You work on it bit by bit. You conquer your fears. If there's anything that you feel is not coming naturally to you, it should not be a deterrent. It should be a challenge on you to work on it bit by bit. And when you conquer that one, then you move on to the next one. And so the story goes. You never stop learning. You never do. Never be apologetic about your success when you get there. I know sometimes people are very negative about lifestyles that you display and so on, without understanding that for you, it was a journey that culminated into your ability to get there, and therefore you owe nobody an apology for the things that you do. Why should you? If I have the same opportunity as the next person, I use my opportunity to get to somewhere that I need to be. Why should I be apologetic because I am doing things that somebody else is not able to do? So if you see your $500 shoes that you want to buy, confidently do, and don't be apologetic about it. Okay? Confidence is something that you will have to develop internally. We can hold sessions like this. We can talk to you about our experience. We can talk to you about the journey. We can deliver all kinds of lectures on any of these core values. But the work must start with you. There are certain things I cannot put in you, but I can tell you what the benefits are once you conquer that objective. So I ask that you have a moment of self-reflection every now and then and remind yourself what you want to do, where you want to go, and how you want to get there. I want to encourage you to mix and associate with like-minded people so that you can learn from them. Then it will not be so challenging because you see live examples of people achieving the levels of success that you aspire. So that is something that is very important, and I think this is an example that you have already started that process. A lot of people can have this opportunity, but they have chosen not to. They have chosen to associate with people who are not following your path. So I think I want to congratulate you already on taking that necessary first step. Okay. I have a list of motivational quotes here. I'm not going to go through all of them, but I like a few of them. So I'm going to quote a few. Oprah Winfrey said, "You become what you believe, not what you think or what you want." Confidence starts with accomplishment. You have to accomplish something, and this is an accomplishment. It builds you, it gives you confidence. Then you move on to the next step. But you have to accomplish something. You cannot say, "I am confident," when nobody has seen anything that should make you confident. I call that unwarranted confidence. There's another saying that says, if you have no confidence in yourself, you are twice defeated in the race of life. With confidence, you have won before you even started. I will leave you with this last quote. Don't waste your energy trying to change opinions. This one is very important to me because, again, I repeat, I feel that there's a lot of peer pressure out there. I feel there's a lot of negative energy out there. And I feel that whether you intend to or you don't, in your subconscious somewhere, it is having a dragging effect on you and your growth. So I'm going to read this one again. Don't waste your energy trying to change opinions. Do your thing. And don't care if anybody likes it. It is your journey, not their own. Our future leaders, I call you our future leaders because it is my hope and desire that you are. Gambia needs you. No matter what you do, no matter which career option you have chosen, Gambia needs its sons and daughters to have an impact for the development of this country. Thank you for choosing a career path. It is a fantastic one. If you want to see an example of success, look no further than Mr. Mustafa Njai. So it means you have chosen well, because you can identify a leader, a man who is well respected in his field, and who could have been satisfied that he can make his money and live his life without caring about growing other people, other sons and daughters of this soil. But he has chosen to share and to give. And I think he should be applauded for that. And I think you should pay him back by becoming like him or better. On that note, like I said, confidence is very wide, but I cannot summarize it any more than believe in yourself, believe in your ability, believe in your knowledge, and believe that the attitude, and attitude is very important, that the attitude that you have will get you to the top. Thank you very much.